Then this area in the brain. It is here, this part motion and sensation. This part body control. Then you have this part is hearing in the brain. Then back part is seeing. But besides that, all you find here briefly, that it is very poor picture. Nobody can make picture. Who can make your picture? But it is so, it gives you something to think in, to build up your image, what is. And it is very complicated story, but you are not supposed to know objectively as much as subjectively. It is not your function, because it needs whole life and it will be impossible, to study brain and the chemical function, biochemical, biological. And ultimately, even you study, it is not going to help you easily, unless you are born with that tendency. Every particular being is incarnated with his own mission. And many incarnations, karmas are there to help you. If it is new beginning, then it will be very complicated. So easiest way is something very easy, and to get it better than anybody can understand, even than any specialist and doctor. That easy way is to relax. So relax your body completely. And not only relaxing, drop body completely. You become free from physical care. Now with your closed or open eye, whatever you have, with full attention, watch. After all, this body is not dead. Watch, can you experience some current from the atmosphere into your body, from your body into the atmosphere? To help you, first current you follow the breathing. Don't try to modify breathing, just watch. Try to feel, not only knowing. Feel now from every particle of body, this bombardment of energy, this living fluid, not mechanical, electromagnetic in nature, and bombardment of energy from the skin, muscles and body into the space, from space into the body. Then vibration of energy from entire body into the central nervous system, Kundalini path. The more you are becoming familiar with energy and breathing, the more you feel body dissolving into peace and happiness. You feel the ocean of energy. Pulsation, center of pulsation of this ocean is your heart. Relax your chest, then feel vibration of life. Now the first motion was breathing, second is the vibration of life directly in the heart. listen this molecular rushing, and in another medium it makes very subtle sound. Molecules and atoms are not physical in nature alone. They are not in material form. So feel their rustling and vibrating sound. Your every particle of body is making electrical sound. Can you feel it? These are 5 forms of vibration. Ah, oh, and soundless being. Be sure what are you doing. You are vibrating the ocean of energy by one matra, and it will return on you. You are broadcasting these waves from every particle of body, and they will discharge their flow of energy on every particle of body back. Contraction and expansion of energy. Feel it. Contract your plate, contract your navel region, because by this navel region, this body is born. Contraction, expansion of solar plexus. Also listen, sound within your mind, the sound of silence, very powerful with light and current. Experience where is the center of vibration? Different. short wave and long wave. Experience the short waves which are very powerful. Om, 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 experience what pranic vibration. What a wonderful pranic vibration. Feel it. Ah, Ma. In their combined vibration, Om. In the fifth state, beyond vibration, is soundless sound. You cannot describe it, but you can feel it. experience this state, because the human consciousness cannot remain all the time in this state. It is the bliss which will give you power to live in the universe of chaos, in confusion. Don't try to know it all, just try to feel it. The knowing will be possible when mind is born. Just feel it, what it is. Play with it, become part of it. Watch every particle of body, what is happening. It is automatically changing, sending the message of electrical current, prana. Now pay attention on physical aspect of body and see how it is related, how this matter is related with electrical wave. What is the relation between the two? Relax every particle and feel it. You cannot feel it if you have any type of memory. No memory and no fantasy and no imagination. You can feel every particle of body is electrical nature. Even your hair and nails have powerful electrical wave. This total body is pulsating in the ocean of life. The more it receives that ocean of vibration, the more it is refreshed, rejuvenated. The less it receives, the less it becomes alive. If it cannot receive that inner flow, it becomes dead. If it receives overflow, it is submerged in the ocean of astral plane, astral vibration, ethereal vibration. You don't feel in that state any type of body, just body of energy. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. These states do not last too long. In a way, they last really, you do not produce them, but mind cannot remain long term. It becomes restless in happiness. The nature of the mind becomes too much restless when there is too much bliss. It cannot tolerate flow of bliss because it is afraid of being there. It is afraid that it is meeting with such a friend, perhaps we may never come back. It is such a meeting. But the experience which you get give you power to understand this life very well. So as we had taken the 5 particles, and those 5 particles are A, O, Ma, and 3 are A, O, Ma, and fourth is and fifth is disappearance of that also, in which R represents evolution, U represents maintenance and growth, and Ma represents dissolution, and represents vibration. A, U, Ma, 3 meter. A, U, Ma, 3 meter. And is half of that. So, A, O are complete vowel, and Ma is half, so 2 and half you can take. But from the point of the letter A, O, Ma, 3, then is half of that. And then a vibration less state. It is the most powerful vibration, but that state is not under mind's subjugation. So you originate the universe of thought in matter. Thought, T-H-O-U-G-H-T, thought, and matter, M-A-T-T-E-R. I give you a spelling because I have very lack of self-confidence in my pronunciation. Although it has no difficulty for me, I understand what I pronounce. Some people complain that they don't understand what I talk. I say it is good you don't understand. If you understand, then you will be right away sannyasi. You will not go home back. So it is good if you don't understand. Thought and matter. So what is matter? As scientists are giving some definition, you are not against that, it is very reliable. Matter is that which occupies space and has some mass and weight. Your body is the matter. Tree is made of matter, it occupies the space. Anything which has size and shape of any type is the matter. Some have size, some have shape, and some have size and shape both. A piece of ice cube has size and shape both. A piece of stone has size and shape. Your body has size and shape. You cannot see today your body like this and tomorrow your body is like just like eggplant. In day after tomorrow it is just like flying saucer, changing. No, it is definite size and definite shape. And somebody asks how much is your weight, you tell. And they ask when have you taken weight, you tell 3 months ago. It means it is something constant. It is matter. It is matter. No doubt when you come, all you see universe around you, this solid, sun and moon and stars, all have their size. If you can see tomorrow sun originating with different figure standing like a flying saucer, you will be surprised what happened. Same disk, which was million years before, exactly. There is a tremendous change, but size, shape practically same. In your body also there is tremendous change, but you have the practically same sizes. This is another type of matter which you call solid. Then there is another type of matter which has size but no shape. Water, it has size but you can change in any shape. Whatever container is, so is the shape. S-H-A-P-E, shape. I have to give you a spelling. Size and shape. Then you go to air. This has a power to, gases have power to occupy entire space in a moment. Water has power only to occupy horizontal below. Gas occupies the whole room. Put little incense, the whole room is smelling. So that which occupies some space has mass and inertia. This is matter. Now that matter you eat and breathe in and drink. You eat food, drink water and breathe air. All three forms of matter meeting again inside. And out of that comes what? A thought. How thought is the subtle form of matter. It is also matter. But it is such a form that you can carry it on with you. If you see a beautiful girl you like very much, you cannot carry her on with you all the time, but her image with you. See? Now you are coming into different place. Very lovely place, but very dangerous also. Because sometimes there is a question, you are suspicious that you exist here or there. It is the whole life is play of images. If you love somebody and you pick up her image, put into your pocket. Pocket is the heart. Now she or he does not know that she has been picked up by you. They don't need to know, and you don't need to tell them, because there is danger in telling everything. But picture is in the heart. Object is out, and picture, image is in the heart. The image itself is the matter. But from scientific point of view, it is immaterial. They call light immaterial. Immaterial does not mean something unusual, means it is beyond material, it has no weight. It does not occupy space. Still it is running through a wire current. So they have 5 forms of energy: prana, apana, samana, udana, vyana. Pranic current, prana, apana, take breathing in and out. One is prana, other is apana. From every particle of body energy is received, it is transmitted outside. Reception is prana, transmission is apana. You can meditate on that, pranic, apanic current. Every cell is breathing, can you feel it? Prana, apana. A lady was living very unusual way. She did not care how to live too much. Whatever she found, she dressed herself very funny way. But she was very beautiful. Extremely. Somebody asked, why don't you dress properly? You are so beautiful. Even you are without dress, even this ugly dress, sloppy, and you look very lovely. She told, you are right. I am very faithful to my husband. And he does not care. I should live this way or that way. And if I dress properly, then somebody else will love me. So I care for my husband because he is very confused and chaotic. So I live in that way. Because for him it makes no difference what type of dress I have. So is this body. The husband of this body is thought. It does not care in any way what way it lives. So my body should show you something new, because you are not interested in any way. But she is very faithful. Funny thing, you realize the marriage between thought and matter. Matter is very faithful to your thought. But thought is very insincere. It is not interested in knowing about the origin. You think and glands begin to move. Think anything. Think about a beautiful picture. Imagine a picture of God. Imagine a picture of your baby. See, what an infinite number of movement hidden there. Any picture you think, that type of action, reaction you feel. Love, anger, hatred, sex. If you are angry, that time every gland of body works very powerfully in pouring content to make you angry. That dare you go and be angry. You cannot become angry if glands are pulled out. They try very hard to make you angry. And at the same time they help you to be angry and you curse them that it was not good. Okay, that is very bad. You should congratulate that anger. Matter and thought. A question naturally arises that if the knowledge forms are made up of some sort of particles, as the objective forms of matter are, why then should the consciousness illuminate it and not external material objects? Consciousness is too much interested in images. Because there is a swift change. You are sitting, you are imagining one friend. And next moment you can imagine another one. There is no trouble. But objectively sitting one friend, you tell her or him, please get out now, I will have another one. There will be right away trouble. You cannot change in a moment. But sitting in one place, you are changing these images in pictures, and those pictures belong to another object and they don't know. The girl whose pictures you are changing all of a sudden, they don't know. If they come to know that they have been changed in your mind momentarily, they will not be happy. But this constant and continuous change is taking place. Which image will come next moment? Who will occupy your thought? The competition? Who will occupy your thought? It depends on third force, which is the feeling material. The queen is the feeling. So thought, matter and feeling. A feeling. Feeling is such thing that there might not be picture of your husband and wife, anybody in your heart, might be sitting a dog. It has better feeling. Because it sits near you. And if you begin to love dog too much, then it becomes very difficult to love even husband. Because husband cannot sit like a dog. He has many yes and no's, ifs and buts. And dog has no ifs and buts. It accepts what you give. They try to love you in any condition. So what images are there? answer that Sankhya Yoga philosophy present is that the knowledge complexes. The knowledge also composed of particles. That comes very complicated. Not only things are composed of particles, scientists came up to that point. They tell, no, knowledge also is composed of particles. Knowledge complexes are certainly different from external object in this, that they are far subtler and have a preponderance of a special quality of plasticity and translucence, which resembles the light of Purusha and is thus fit for reflecting and absorbing the light of consciousness. So when you see on television a picture, there is a mind, but there are particles. This mind is composed of particles. So the image formation you have within your mind, that it depends on the thought and knowledge, and definitely that image must have particles. You don't need to prove it. If it is not particle, then it must be simple, then it should be eternal. Simple things is eternal. And it comes, appear and disappear. One image is coming and another is waiting at your door. It is the funniest, very disgusting program sometimes, that one image is sitting in your heart and another is waiting at the door of the heart, and waiting when she will get out and when the another she will be there. It is very funny. They have habit stepping on the foot of others. When one girlfriend is leaving you, another is sitting to step in right away. Very complicated. I give warning to many people that don't step on the feet of others. But this happens. A guru was teaching in tabla in India, and I have there also my many seat. I hardly play them, I keep. So guru and disciple have some conflict. Then another girl came that, may I play tabla? I said, playing tabla is not harm, but be free from the game. Be sure you are not stepping on the foot of others. One was playing that tabla already, and they have conflict. Now you are going to play tabla. This may result into very serious business, because this image formation. You don't know what is going on to happen. So the images are sitting. Now the question is, are we enjoying with these images? Because they are occupying the sweetest part of our life. You make some decision or not, you think they are gone? No, she's gone. He's gone, but she has occupied a seat in your heart, and it became the member of that liquid protoplasm. It is dissolved. She is liquidated for fixed period. Just your money is liquidated in the bank, you cannot take it out. It's fixed deposit, it liquidated, finished. Time comes, then it is. Now she is liquidated. And you think she is gone or he is gone, she is not gone. Meditate, she will come right away. See, when you meditate, 20-year-old pictures are coming. Somebody knocked your door and you were sitting in absolute celibacy. And you neglected. Now you repent, what a silly fellow I was. God's gift came. And I was the most silly, I was sitting in celibacy. Now what happened to my celibacy now? Now I am not. Now I need, but it's too late. You know the very lovely story, philosopher Kant in Germany. So he has a girlfriend. And one day she was so happy, she told, I think I want to marry you. She wanted to oblige him. She was extremely beautiful. control all that, give me time to think. He took 3 years to think. Daily he writes 4 points he should marry. And 5 points are coming against that he should not marry. He see her smile, he says, no, she is very lovely, he should marry. When he see her eyes terrific red, then no, he should not marry. So it took 3 years. 1 point came more, he could not criticize, that if he becomes sick, and suppose he does not go to see any doctor whom he hated, then she will help bring some cup of coffee, with red eye or with white eye. This point decided that he should marry. When he went there, knocked the door, father came, may I help you? Early morning you knocked the door. Will you inform your daughter that I decided to marry her? Father, he smiled, are you crazy? She is married already, has 1 baby. Now it is too late. He took 3 years to decide. So they are not gone. They are sitting. Thought formation. In thought formation is the trance called samapatti. It is called in Yoga Sutra, in that language, samapatti. What miraculous powers are hidden in man? Many people want miraculous power. First you get rid of this miraculous power. Very great miraculous power. The person whom you see is not gone. You are carrying on the image. And that person perhaps does not know that she has been carried on by you, or he has been carried on by you. They don't know. You have very good meetings sometime in the dream, direct. Images are falling in love with one another. This is called the meeting of the ghost, Holy Ghost, no doubt. Meeting of the Holy Ghost. You have very great meeting, love affair, everything, and even fighting. Even nervous breakdown you have sometime in your dream. And then you inform the party, they know nothing about your love affair. They're absolutely unknown. It means this image, this is called the monologue. One-way traffic you imagining, other party does not know. Sometimes you are so confused, you think it is he exciting me. And he is thinking, is it she exciting me? I don't know who is the starting point. You feel something elated, excited, adventurous. You have some friend. Now there is doubt. Who is triggering the button? This love, this fermentation is coming. Who is triggering? Does she know? When she is thinking the same way, does he know? And who is? I feel very happy, elated. But is he doing all these things? One day devotee came, very lovely. He had very adventurous sexual feeling. They were husband and wife. They both came. And they asked me that, Guruji, I have surrendered myself both to you. These adventurous sexual images going on. Are you utilizing this body? I say, why I should utilize your body? Do I not have my body? And how I will feel happy utilizing your body? If I should utilize my body. Later on, they were locked up in a schizophrenic hospital. That was very bad part. I gave them warning, don't play that role. Now the question is that, do you know how to come out of these images? That is the challenge. If you cannot come out, then you will have nervous breakdown there. Kundalini will not be awakened. Because these are the images also can awaken your Kundalini. Very powerful. And some people are so powerfully gifted. It depends what type of energy you are bringing. You see here sitting? Everybody has a unique gift. which does not exist in other. Believe it. If you do not have certain power, if you cannot play sitar, he plays sitar very well, then I can tell you that this poor fellow, you can make his body sitar play on him directly and he will be in trouble. He plays sitar and you can play on him directly. It does not mean he knows only how to play sitar. That was the greatest point in heaven. Arjun was there, very great hero of Gita. A nymph came from heaven. She was very tremendously beautiful. Very famous story. At night, 1 o'clock, she knocked the door. In heaven, olden time, school and college institution there, then coming back on earth. Nowadays also people are trying to build a station, then you will go to Jupiter, you will have economics classes there, then philosophy classes on the moon, that way. So Arjun was there, she knocked the door. He opened, he saw the beauty. Arjun was surprised. He took courage that, may I know, dear, who you are? You did not hear my name? Heaven, Arjun told, heaven I heard only one name, Urvashi. I never heard anybody's name so beautiful. She told, I am Urvashi. I heard that you know how to play sitar. So I came to listen to you. Arjun told, but this is very nice, but this time is very unusual. She told, no, that is the only time I have. You know, I am Urvashi, the nymph of heaven. And the king of heaven needs me all the time. I cannot come out. Now, poor fellow, he played. She was enchanted and charmed. She blessed him. But blessing was too heavy. In blessing, she blessed him that you will be my company. I like you. And he denied. Okay, no, I am coming from earth. I do not deserve to be your company. He was not proud of his beauty, but he expressed it, that I am coming from heaven. If heaven come to know earthly people are coming, doing like this, I think I will be removed right away. So you will forgive me. I return your love by love. I don't hate you, but I assure you that I don't deserve for that. She cursed him that you will be impotent. Poor fellow, he accepted to be impotent. These stories have very meaning. Do not understand they happen like that. It means images are carrying on your life and you are impotent. Why people get nervous breakdown? Nervous breakdown is the attack of psychological impotency. Impotency does not mean necessarily with sex or anything. Impotence means you are unfit. You have no potency to do anything. Impotency, I am not talking which people understand with sexual impotency. You are so lazy you cannot do anything. You cannot do your job. You have to resign. If this is not impotency, then what it is? Laziness. Because the image is carrying on the power. That is the whole mythical meaning. Arjuna is telling that I am coming from earth and I am in the heaven. So I cannot exercise earthly rights in the heaven. Heaven will throw me out. And he's right. He's a hero. It does not mean he did not like girls. He loved very much. He has a girlfriend on earth, not in heaven. He did not. Heavenly life, you are standing before Christ. And Christ is asking, ask boon. You cannot tell, give me my girlfriend back. Then you are not seeing Christ. He wants to take it away, everything. So the images are so powerful that if we do not know what is their center, then fantasy after fantasy, fantasy after fantasy, fantasy after fantasy. Not only that, a tremendous fantasy, a mudra, It is not what way you are sitting here. No, no, it is very poor image. What delicacy is in that smile. Ah, now you realize that this opens very different world. What delicacy is in that smile, that liberate. It is not the God, Christ you are seeing, no. How God smiles before you. That is the bliss. That is the tranquility. You can see. But that divine force operating on every object. You do not see the piece of stone. That piece of stone, you see, I have in my pocket this, how it act and react on you, how you respond to that. There is a response. And those various responses belong to the department of feeling. So thought, matter and feeling. Matter is in the body, thought is in the mind, and feeling in the heart. Feeling are always crude in the beginning, then they are specialized by the brain, and they materialized by the body. Thought, matter and feeling. Feeling has power of identity and non-dualism. No matter what type of fluid is in the body, when it comes into the heart, it becomes one. No touchable, no untouchable, no man, no woman, nothing. Everything, all fluid in the heart, one. They are switched by the button. 26,000 billion particles in a moment carry on electrical wave. Thank God every particle you don't feel. You cannot imagine such a huge program. If you built the 26 billion thousand which heart is pumping, and if you expand them like a football size and put, there will be a highway road from earth to the sun, a bridge. 26,000 billion and heart is pumping in every moment. This is such a powerful, if you can see the image of the heart, you will be just, you will get a state of unconsciousness you cannot tolerate. There is too much work. And it is going on, hidden in you. And electrical waves. So energy forms which are controlling this mechanism. Here is prana and apana. Then here is udana. Udana has power to manifest this energy in the form of emotions and feelings. Then here is samana. It is responsible for chemical transformation, samana, in intestine. This very important department, where matter you take from outside universe and it transforms into the matter of body by the medium of energy. Samana, prana, apana, samana, udana. Then vyana, which is controlling the peripheral resistance, blood pressure. Every cell has to remain under certain amount of pressure. Heart is the center of unity, feeling. The two principal characteristics of external gross matter are mass and energy. It has mass and energy. But it also has the other characteristic of allowing itself to be photographed by our mind. So any person you see, when you have photographic machine, you need to have permission. May I have your photo? But your eyes do not need to have permission. You do not tell your friend you like, may I have your photo? No, you have already. You don't need to tell. 100 people are standing, out of that you have taken few persons' photo. Finish. They don't know even that they have been photographed by you. It is automatic. Why you should tell? Anybody's picture you like, have taken picture. But machine you take, it is objective, then you have to ask permission. I know I was moving in funny way, turban on my head in different, like Santa Claus dress. In any country go, people ask me, I have your photo. I say, yes, go ahead. So they allow, the objects allow to be photographed. It is not in your hand. Somebody has taken mentally your picture. How will you check it up? Some people become very sensitive, but they become pathological case. Huh. They become crazy. The more you are sensitive, the more you are crazy. I have a lady. Anybody passes through her, she just leaves the place. Okay, that is too much. Everybody was disturbing her. In those days, Bharati came from Germany. I asked, what about this new girl? Terrific electrical current she releases. She's German girl. She knows how to shoot. That's it. First meeting, she knows how to shoot. Okay, she keeps here and through here, she shoots energy. Keep her away. I brought here Fred Shivananji Maharaj. Now what about this lovely figure? This lovely figure, he's atom bomb. He's just doing nothing but shooting, catching fish, keep him away. She was very sensitive. She could not tolerate anybody. 2 persons in this world, 3 were in her favor. Thank God, my image was in very good contact. She had always tremendously good feelings. So she came here. In the city, she was first in psychiatric institute. Her doctor directed her to me. Then she was with me there, cleaning my house, taking all responsibility. She became practically housekeeper. Then she came here. Then she went to Los Angeles and San Francisco. 3 pictures were pleasant to her. My image, Shanti Devi, and her son. And I said, all right, you come and look. Always, as she was dealing with electrical waves, I have very sympathy. See, man entering from far away, she knows, and she comes complaining that man is coming, very dangerous electrical wave. I was teaching that topic and she was far beyond electrical wave. She was ringing the bell and howling, barking like a dog. And 2 cars came, they have their reservation here. And ringing the bell, then barking, then ringing again bell, and the car watched. And they were terrified. They left right away and phoned that cancel my reservation. Then people ask why, what happened? I thought it was ashram, it is a mental institute. And I'm not ready for that. I'm terrified. So you develop that pathological condition. You may surprise that in meditation I'm teaching the same thing. No, this is psychological. This is the experience and control both. So entering into the feeling. But it has also the other characteristic of allowing itself to be photographed by the mind. And mind has nature, it has television stock, automatic computer and automatic teletype. You don't know things are typed in your head. You do not need to know. They are pictured and they are typed and teletyped. And not only that, if you have a girlfriend and if you have another girl in your mind, the picture of this girl will be transmitted to that girl. And she will be furious without knowing the cause. Because you don't know the picture, from your brain is transferred to that. And which is triggering her. When you are, it is always to keep very far away, not to go too much. Once you go very near, then the frequency charge in your brain, you are in great trouble. Now you cannot laugh with anybody. If you are laughing, the vibration reaching to other party, and they are getting the picture, and they don't know why they are angry against you, because angry picture is transmitting other relay station. Just like letter of girlfriend reaching to the father, letter of father to the girlfriend. That's not good. Changing the image. But it has also the characteristic of allowing itself to be photographed by mind. The thought photograph of matter has again the special privilege of being so translucent as to be able to catch the reflection of chit. It is so beautiful image that in that image the light of consciousness just fit, click, it is just gone. Now it is living picture. The virtue of consciousness is to put life into that picture. And now they are moving picture, no more dead picture material. The super translucent, transcendent principle of intelligence. So it is just like a television live program. You see exact picture. Nobody can deceive you. And these have so subtlety. You watch anybody, you live here, morning till evening. How many faces changing, mudras. In you cannot see. In others you can see. Nice to sit down before the mirror and see your own face, how it is changing, mudra. And these are photographed. These are so supra-electronic photographs, you cannot see them. They are translucent. You can never see any photo. The laser beam photo comes nowadays. I have that, I will show you if you like. You can never see any picture. When you bring laser beam light, there is a big picture. Holograph, yeah. So this is the holograph you take. You see, don't know any picture. But you project the light, tiny, specialized for to detect this laser beam. And you see the picture. I have Durga picture with me. Carry on that. Now I put light, it is standing on the back of line. Lovely picture. Immigration department, they opened and see, what is that? The fundamental characteristic of external gross matter is the mass, no doubt. The fundamental characteristic of the external universe is mass. I know you by a definite size and shape. But Hanumanji was very clever. When he entered the capital city of demon, he took the form of flower. Then he was picked up by some other girl. Then he realized, what is that? She is carrying me on. He became mosquito and bite her. He got out. Then he thought that there are some psychologists are sitting there detecting this also. Then he became the sound current in the heart of others. It was very interesting journey if you see the monkey. When monkey was planning to jump the ocean, it was interesting myth, Ramayana. Really, I worship that monkey more. Very powerful monkey was flying up, and the radio waves, electronic were operating on him. But he was very clever. He realized there is a station inside the ocean at the bottom. What to do? That is very powerful station. It is established by demon. Anybody cannot cross the ocean. But monkey was powerful. He radiated his own powerful electronic energy. He pulled out, uprooted the whole station and killed that demon there. So these are pictures are hidden, stationed in our heart. And when you fly in meditation, they try to pull you down. And monkey is flying up. And you can feel that it is monkey's flight. The flying mind is still monkey, but it is not ordinary monkey, it is Hanuman. It is very great scholar, at the same time very great virtuous soldier. And it has the aim of his master, that my master is Rama. My aim is to reach there. The fundamental characteristic of external gross matter is its mass, definite size and shape. But thought is not victim of these things, although it originates from the matter. Energy is common to both mass, gross matter, and the subtle thought stuff. Now, what is the common stuff between the matter and thought, energy, prana? This is the common factor. It is prana. Without prana there will be neither image, and without energy there will be no mass either. But mass is its lowest minimum in thought stuff. Is in thought there is some mass, M-A-S-S, or not? I give you spelling because it looks sometimes entirely different. Many people sit whole time and they think, what was he talking? My lecture was in Sarasota, very lovely place in the church. Practically everybody was submerged in bliss. And nobody understood anything what was going on. A lady took courage, she got up. She thanked me very much and told that she never heard such a lovely speech. Practically she was lost in tranquility and bliss. But she took courage and asked Jack that it was fantastic, but can you tell me what was he talking? Because she knew my force. Watching my inspiration and adventures, but she could not understand any word what was I talking in English. But she liked. She got in anyway. So thought stuff, does thought have hidden in it matter or not? Let us put it this way. It has. But if the gross matter had none of the characteristic of translucence that thought possesses, it could not have made itself an object of photography for thought. For thought transforms itself into the shape, in color, in other characteristic of thing which has been made its object. It is the power of thought. It has a colored television program. You are searching color, thought does not need any color. It takes your picture exactly as you are. Not only color, if you have some future changes, it got it. And it will modify, develop inside the dark room. Then you can see your picture. That what type of person you are. A picture comes. Thought could not have copied the matter. If the matter did not possess some of the senses substance of which the copy was made up. So there is a relation between the thought and matter. Matter you cannot carry on. You cannot put elephant in your pocket. But thought of elephant image is going on. You cannot carry on any ABCD friend you see in market. There are many people going on. Some people who like the best. Ah, that is the guy I like. And picture in your heart. Even poor fellow does not know that he has been photographed by you. Picture in your heart. Next time you see again, you become friend. But this plastic entity, the greatest entity of greatest elasticity, is called Satoguna, which is so predominant in thought, is at its lowest limit of subordination in matter. Similarly, mass is not noticed in thought. You don't notice matter in thought, but it comes. Because when there is no energy, it becomes right of a burden. Finish. Aeroplane is flying with energy. But all of a sudden you find out there is no gasoline. Finish. There will be accident. So energy, pranic energy going with the thought, moving with very powerful speed. And all of a sudden you realize that energy quota is not available. One powerful image came, it carries on the total energy. It is just like a friend. One friend lives in your house and she left carrying on everything, your bank account and everything, left broken furniture for you. And you cannot complain against her because once upon a time she was your best friend, or perhaps she was your wife. You cannot complain in the court that wife has taken my television set. She has right to take it away. But this plastic entity which is so predominant in thought is at its lowest limit of subordination in matter. Satoguna is also in matter. Therefore food is very important, that eat sattvic thing. The energy particles are coming from the food. And as much as refined gasoline you put in your car, so much it will last. Dirty you fuel you put there and there will be that type of result. Sat, Raj, Tam. In the food, inertia, some food makes very lazy. Even the old food I taste sometime. Yesterday I tasted a meal, it put me into perfect sleep right away. Old food you eat, heat it up, and after that what you get, the mass, laziness, inertia, and sleep. Similarly, mass is not noticed in thought. Similarly, as energy is not noticed in matter, the piece of stone, you don't feel any energy there. As energy not noticed in the matter, so mass is not noticed in the thought. But some such notions as are associated with mass may be describable and discernible in thought. Thus the images of thought are limited, separate, have movement, and have more or less clear-cut form. The images do not extend in space, but they can represent the space, and they occupy space within the heart. That's the most important, complicated thing. They do not want to sit here. They want to sit here. And they don't want to give you any trouble, especially when you meditate, then they will come. That they will tell you, are meditating on what? I am sitting here. First you tell me, what do you want? The translucent and plastic element of thought, the translucent and transparent and plastic nature of thought is in association with movement. Now naturally when there is energy, then it begins a dynamic motion for that, to have it or to reject it. That is Rajoguna, would have resulted in the simultaneous revelation of all objects. It is on account of mass or tendency of obstruction, Tamoguna. Dynamic energy will move and can destroy you into motion, but third force originates, the force of resistance, energy, automatic. When you see a lamp, in the lamp light is Satoguna. Electricity which is moving to move that light is Rajoguna. But the filament present resistance, Tamoguna. Because without resistance there cannot be electrical current either. So resistance is as much important as dynamic motion. There should be resistance. It is not bad. If you take a lamp, wick, and light, and wax, the light is Satoguna. Wax which is going making this light is Rajoguna. And the wick is presenting resistance, Tamoguna. Without Tamoguna there will be no creation either. You driving car, energy driving, mass is, motion is in the engine. Energy is Satoguna. Engine is Rajoguna moving. But earth is creating resistance. See, if you have snow or mud, no resistance, you cannot drive. There should be resistance on the road. In the same way, there is some resistance in thought. The buddhi, thought stuff, hold within it all knowledge, immersed as it were in utter darkness, and actual knowledge comes before our view as though by the removal of the darkness or veil, by the reflection of light of Purusha. So the moment you begin to meditate, not only one image will come. In million and million incarnations, images are hidden in dark room. They begin to come. Are you ready to see this? It becomes just like the ghost house. If you go in Disneyland, there is a ghost house. And you will feel that they are sleeping, they are not gone. Some are very funny pictures you have never seen. This characteristic of knowledge, that all its stores are hidden as if lost at any moment, and only one picture or idea comes at a time to the arena of revelation demonstrates that in knowledge there is a factor of abstraction which manifests itself in its full actuality in gross matter as mass. Thus both thought and gross matter are made up of three elements, a plasticity or element of intelligence called satoguna, energy stuff dynamic motion rajoguna, and mass stuff tamoguna, or the factor of inertia, resistance. Of these, the last two are predominant in gross matter, motion and inertia, and first two are predominant in human being, Sat and Raj. Elasticity, intelligence, and dynamic motion. Thank you very much. Om Shanti. If you have any questions. पिता तुमेवा तुमेव बन्धु च सखा तुमेवा तुमे द्रविणं तुमेवा तुमेव सर्वं मम देव देवा ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः